Hey, what's up, guys? We're going to do a podcast today about a couple topics of the Batman v Superman movie, possibly some Arrow and Flash. To introduce myself, you guys already know me. It is yours truly, Red Mask Animation, and this is my brother, and here he is.
I'm Night Shadow Animation, and we're just here to, like my brother said, talk about Batman vs Superman. What we liked about it was some things that could have been better, and talk about some Arrow and Flash, you know?
Yeah, that's it. So, pretty much, like, when it comes to the movie, this movie it's creating a lot of buzz. It's creating tons of buzz, actually. It's being hailed as one of the best comic book movies. It's being hailed as one of the worst comic book movies. Some people are saying it's like the Fantastic Four. Some people are saying it's better than the Nolan series. Some people are saying it's great, it's bad, and it's whatever. So, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and that's awesome. My first thing I would like to say is, let's talk about the good and bads of the movie. I would say maybe the bad parts of the movie, I guess, is I get that they're trying to establish this universe in the movie, but I feel like Zack Snyder, he's such a comic book freak that he plays around with too many Easter eggs, and I think he got involved in too much of the Easter eggs, and basically, I don't know, it felt like it was a giant tease for the universe, which was great because now we know that the universe is going to continue to grow, but I feel like he spent too much time with those than the story itself. The story was good, but I felt like they could have had more emphasis on some of the on some of the things that were happening in the movie. You know, that's my only gripe really about it, and the fact that, well, that's a different topic. But what do you think?
I mean, it's a great movie overall, I think. The only thing that I had a problem with the movie was Amy Adams. I mean, I thought they could have delivered her, Lois Lane, as more emotional when Superman was about to go and fight Doomsday. I don't want to say anything to spoil anything. Or at the end when she found out what was going to happen. There wasn't really a lot of emotion to it. I don't know if it was the writing or it was her, but I thought that could have been portrayed a lot more better.
I agree on that because he's telling her that he loves her.
And throughout the whole movie, she never said, I love you back. It was nothing like that at all. It felt like it was just a one-sided relationship, and she was on the fence about staying with him or not with him.
Well, she was kind of, though, in the beginning. Remember, she was like, I don't know if this is going to work out.
Yeah. And so, I mean, that's the only thing that I felt that she didn't really truly love him. I mean, who knows, she could have, but she just didn't sell it.
She loved him, but yeah, like you said, she didn't sell it.
She didn't sell it at all to the crowd. Like, it wasn't believable.
It wasn't a Dolph Ziggler, basically.
Yeah.
It was like watching...
Oh, man.
I don't even know, somebody terrible.
Yeah, it was just... But that's the only bad thing I had about that.
And I can agree on that. That was pretty bad. I mean, you would think it would have been more touching if she would have showed more of emotion back. It would have had more chemistry. And another thing that really throws me off about Amy Adams is when I think of Lois Lane, I think of the dark black hair. And she has like that red hair. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I grew up with it, but I'm all about change too. I can be about change sometimes. So, I mean, she overall she's Lois Lane as far as her attitude, especially in the beginning when she's like, "I'm not a lady. I'm a journalist" or whatever. That was kind of cool. But she was brave.
Yeah, she shows the braveness of Lois Lane, and otherwise than that, like I said, the only problem I had, she didn't have that emotion right behind it back to Superman, like what he showed to her.
Exactly, and I don't know. Anyway, though, the other thing that we really want to touch on, the things that we did like in the movie. Some people didn't like Lex Luthor. I actually did come away liking his performance.
Same.
I would have went with maybe a Bryan Cranston, but this is Lex Luthor Jr., so they're going for a younger take, which is cool. I feel like if you look at any of the other performances before, with Gene Hackman, I can't remember the other guy's name. Kevin Spacey?
I think so, yeah.
And the others, like they were good. Kevin Spacey was good. He was a good Lex, but these guys were obsessed with beachfront property. And I wish,
and nothing else, I felt like.
And like it would have been cool, I guess, if they would have referenced that in the movie, like as that being a horrible idea. But if you look at it, his Lex was calculated, very secretive, and was a liar. he played the public, and he was a liar. And if he didn't get his way, he took care of those that got in the way, which was
the senator. I mean,
yeah, and he sent a message. So people try to compare that to the Joker or the Riddler, but those guys don't really try to play the public figure. Those guys are, you know what I mean. They are actually all-out villains. He's a villain, but he's also trying to play the public as being this good guy. And everybody thinks he's good.
I mean, and who knows? I mean, he was a little bit goofy in there, the way how his voice sounded. But this is just his. I feel like this is just his origin story starting off. He can come out being a total non-smiling, hey, I'm here and I'm going to destroy Superman type of person. I'm here right now.
But Lex does have a sense of humor, though.
Yes. He does have a sense of humor, but it's not like less goofy, like goofy voice. I mean, I'm looking forward to being in the next couple of movies. He might have that serious, straight voice.
That's even if he's even coming back, though. We don't know.
True.
He doesn't know.
True.
He might not come back for Justice League Part 1, but he might be back for Justice League Part 2. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is he finished his last lines in the movie was ding, 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 ding.
The dinner bell has rung.
Ding, 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 ding. And he's hungry. And when we do see the movie, we do laugh about when he goes like, Senator. Like his voice is all high. It almost sounds like Warner Brother version of Mickey Mouse.
It does.
It's like
it caught me off guard at first. When I first saw the movie, I was like, "Oh, is there Mickey Mouse in the theater?" But
yeah, but I think I don't know that the Joker whole thing and the Riddler thing. He could have been a good Riddler if they would have went that route, but he didn't have any riddles. He just basically was playing the Lex Luthor part, calculative,
smart,
and he was obsessed with Superman, and
that's basically what Lex Luthor is. He's really obsessed with Superman.
Yeah, he sees him as a chaotic disorder. The other thing that really threw me off, though, in the movie, I would say, was Doomsday. Because they never really went on to say what was his plan after Doomsday was made. All you heard from him was, "You're Doomsday." And then Doomsday tried to take his head off.
Yeah.
And it was like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, that kind of caught me off guard, too, because, like, it was like, my blood is his blood, and it was just like,
yeah,
okay.
blood of my blood.
And it just kind of caught me off guard. It's like, okay, is he going to, like, control him then? But he had no control over him at all.
Hell no, he was going to take his head off. Thank God Superman was there because there would have been no more Lex Luthor. I'm sure the audience would have been like, hooray! You know, a lot of people that didn't like him because they're like, yeah, he's dead. And then other people would have been like, well, what the heck? I mean, we don't get to see Lex Luthor.
But who knows? I mean, if he could have died, his dad could have came back, you know?
Well, we don't even know where his dad's at. Some people say he's dead. Some people say he's alive. He talked about him like he was dead, but he could be alive. I just thought that was kind of funny, though. He thought he was like, blood of my blood. And then he just swings at him. It's like, dude, I just made you. Why are you hitting me? Thank God Superman was there. I thought that showed a good characteristic of a good hero saving the villain.
Yeah.
He's not a killer. Speaking of killer, Batman. People were really pissed off saying that, no, this Batman is killing people. He's out of control.
You know what?
But this Batman, I bet, did not start off killing people. You try being Batman for 20 years, not killing people, losing your Robin. Eventually, you're just going to be like, you know what? Screw it. I'm done.
Yeah, fuck it, you know?
And just be done. That's like he said. You're just going to be done. It's going to be like, done, I'm over, I'm just going to end it. I mean, I don't know when Suicide Squad takes place. It may be before the movie. If it is before the movie, then I can guarantee you that Joker is dead.
And you know what? And then another thing is how everyone's like, well, Batman's going around killing people. Why is he killing people? Like, my brother here said, he's 20 years in. You think back at the Michael Keaton Batman, that was him like when he first started.
That was almost like year one.
It was year one, and he was going around blowing people up left and right. He showed no mercy.
No mercy. He was flying around the parade, just blowing people away. Boom, 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 boom. He what did he do? He blew up that factory.
Oh my gosh! He dropped those bombs right between people's legs and just.
He was like a one-man walking army machine. He was like, I mean, he took. If you actually play the Nintendo game. With Batman, the Nintendo game, he tells the Joker, have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? You will tonight. He says something like that, and he punches him out of the bell tower, and he dies. That's the ending of the Nintendo game.
And so that's one thing that kind of bothers me, how people are just like, oh, this is the only Batman that ever killed. No, this is not the only Batman that ever killed.
Dark Knight Batman Returns, he puts that bomb on Strongman, and then he throws him in the hole. Boom!
Blows up, and it's just like, come on, guys.
He uses bats to knock Penguin into the water.
Yep.
Val Kilmer doesn't quite do a pistol whip Tombstone style on Two-Face, but he
throws those extra coins up in the air and Two-Face falls off the edge. And
yeah, he could have shot a bat rope and caught his leg and saved him from falling, but instead they just watched. And Robin was like, "Oh my God,
Batman just killed someone."
Yeah, killed the person that killed my parents." I don't know.
He's probably saying, "Thank you, no thank you. I wish I would have done that."
So Batman was a strong part in this movie. I love Batman in this movie. He was it was very awesome. You've seen that he pretty much crossed over to the dark side for a moment, probably just because of all the years of my God, mental torture from doing that. I mean, that takes a lot out of you.
It does. I mean, especially when he starts branding people, that kind of caught me off guard. I was like,
And the brand means death in jail.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I think he did a good job. Alfred was fantastic in the movie.
Oh my gosh, Alfred. He was amazing. He had me laughing throughout the whole movie.
Maybe
almost.
some woman from Metropolis. Well, what do you say? Set you straight or something like that? And he was like, oh, "Who am I kidding, Alfred?" That was awesome. He took the drink there. Lawrence Fishburne always doing good as his partner Perry.
Oh yeah.
I love the movie. Wonder Woman was fantastic. I told everybody from day one, man, that Wonder Woman and Ben jeez, turn that phone off.
I'm sorry about that.
You want to mute that thing?
Yeah.
No, but there was Gal Gadot. I told people from day one, her and Ben Affleck were going to kill it, and a lot of people did not want to agree with me, and that's okay though. That's cool, but they did fantastic. Clark Kent did good as Superman. I mean, Henry Cavill did a good job as Superman. See, these guys are belonging. It's like calling Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark, because he is Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And Steve Rogers, I mean, that's I can't remember the guy's name now. Was it Chris?
I almost call him Chris Pratt.
God, I
Chris
can't.
Evans.
No, yeah, Chris Evans as Steve Rogers. They are those characters, and so this is the same way with Ben Affleck, and they are Batman and Bruce Wayne, because
Clark.
Yeah, and Diana Prince.
My thing is now, a little bit of spoiler here about the movie.
Go
If
ahead.
you haven't seen it,
Get off now. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Clark Kent is now dead. So that means he's just going to be full-time Superman. What it looks like, I mean, if he comes back as Clark Kent, what's that going to look like?
Well, see, now that's going to be kind of rough, because he's only been Superman for about a year and a half, 2 years, and now he's gone. Was there any villains in between there? Was there a Toy Man, or was there anybody in between, or?
We don't know.
See, that maybe Man of Steel 2 might be what happens in between. They might go back and make these origin movies before.
They might. I mean, because now Clark is gone. As you can see, when Superman comes back, Clark is going to be
obsolete.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It's just going to be Superman, no more Clark. I mean, that has to be rough on him, Lois Lane, and his mom. So, I mean, that's something that kind of caught me off guard. I started thinking, Clark is gone, man. There's no going back for him.
There's just no going back. You've changed things forever.
Yes.
Joker. Heath Ledger. So yeah, overall though, we love the movie. I've seen it 3 times. My brother's seen it 4 times.
Oh yeah, great movie.
I'm going to go back and see it at least 2 more times. Then I got to get ready and settle in for the Civil War and the X-Men movies. Or the X-Men movie. Those movies are going to be great. I am excited for those. I'm excited to see Black Panther in action. Captain America, one of my favorite heroes in the MCU universe, is going to be pretty awesome. Iron Man. We'll get to see War Machine get shot down. That doesn't look good for them. And we finally get to see Spider-Man, so that'd be pretty exciting.
Spider-Man with Captain America and Iron Man. That's going to be awesome.
Hey, everyone.
I mean, that's going to be awesome. You actually see him interact with other superheroes that are popular. So, I mean, instead of him being off on his own the whole time in all his movies that were made in the past.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be very awesome, just to see him interact with other superheroes and just see him swinging around New York.
I always thought that it would be kind of cool, like in the Avengers. Even though they couldn't use Spider-Man, they could have had someone just in the far off swinging from the building, like doing an Avengers fight or something. That'd have been kind of sweet. But now we're getting it, and it's here. But that's for a different video. Now we're going to talk about some of the Flash and Arrow.
Oh my gosh, the Flash.
The Flash is like a complete mind fuck. If you thought, what's that movie? That dream movie.
Oh, Inception?
If you thought Inception was bad, like this one mind fuck you even more. You'll be like, whoa!
Like, you have to pay close attention to what's going on, because if not, you're going to be like, what the hell just happened?
But once you get it though, you're like, whoa! Like the whole, you gotta watch it, keep up on it. It looks like it's gonna get even more crazier in the future episodes. And then, as far as Arrow, I don't know what is going on that show. I feel I'm kind of behind right now, but I'm finally glad they got Damien Dark out of the way.
Well, I mean, I don't
That
think
guy's
he's
an asshole.
I don't think he's completely out of the way. I mean, because like you said, we haven't got caught all the way up with it. But I don't know. I feel like they're just now trying to do some fill-in episodes. What we saw so far.
I don't know. He's in court right now. You didn't even finish it. You fell asleep. I was watching it. But there is that filler though with
Cupid.
I'm Cupid, stupid.
Oh God.
I don't even know. That character's okay, but I don't know. But anyway,
I thought they could have brought someone else back besides her.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like if I was the Arrow, and as soon as what's his name, Damien Dark lost his powers, I would have put an arrow in his head.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he kidnapped your kid.
I would have finished him a long time
He
ago.
shot your fiance.
But maybe that explains why we can't be as great as the Arrow, because he's above killing now. And maybe that's the whole magic behind Batman too. We're supposed to be above killing. No man could ever do it. Hence, why people didn't like this new Batman, but this Batman's been doing it for 20 years though.
True.
They're taking a toll on his soul. Maybe he's the one who's flying too close to the sun. But, yeah, guys, this is our podcast here. We just want to talk a little bit about these things. I think that will cover the topics, right?
Oh, yeah.
Was it Batman v Superman, Flash, and Arrow?
Yes.
The next one we'll do, if you guys enjoy this, we will be talking about the Marvel Civil War and
maybe even X-Men if we...
I
depending
think
on how we do it, unless we're making it into two different videos.
you can make it into different videos. It's very much possible. But if you guys like this, though, like it. Tell us what you liked about it. And if you want to see us continue this, we will continue the Red Mask animation and Night Shadow animation vlog
Like, subscribe.
podcast.
Like and subscribe and tell us what you guys think.
Yeah, hit up Night Shadow Animations page. The link is here on the video and it's in the description. Subscribe to him. He has some good work and some awesome videos coming out. He's doing a great job on his animation over there, so that would be awesome. Other than that, though, guys, I'm Red Mask Animation.
I'm Night Shadow Animation.
And we're out of here.
Peace!